If you see something that might be a little bit, off ball or different or something that's not your taste, this is what we do for people. We make it for them, and hopefully we'll be able to have the opportunity of doing that for you. So you'll see this home, and you can see they have green countertops, and they have, look at these little brushes they have for cleaning their pans. There's a red one, a green one, and a blue one. If you look closely, if this was a professional photograph, you'd see chilies hanging over here. There's a lot of different colors in this, which leads me to what they asked us to do for them, which is this kitchen, as you can see, is filled with color. It's very specific. Day of the Dead. It has a custom red faucet. You can't just paint a faucet like that. You need to get it made like that. That has a custom red dishwasher panel. You can see the inlay in the floor, which is very beautiful. There's a lot of great design elements in this, and it's very specific for that client. I think it's beautiful from an artist standpoint, but definitely just specific for that person. Here is a kitchen that a grandmother had. We're all going to get there someday, I hope. And the kitchen started delaminating, and there were some problems with the drawers falling apart and things like that. And she really didn't want to change her layout. She didn't want to even change her kitchen, but she was just frustrated cooking in this kitchen, knowing that she had many years with her grandchildren here. And so she came to Lars and asked us to help her out. So in helping her out, we came out with some options. And you can see what she ended up with wasn't quite what she had, but she loves it. And she's able to work with her grandchildren at this huge island here. As you can see in the behind the toaster oven, there's a door. That's her new pantry. And it's no longer closed off on the right side here. It's opened, and you can see a walkway down there. So it completely changed the style of her kitchen. I have some notes here somewhere of some of these remodels, but I think I can pretty much go through it without the notes. Oh, here it is. And tell you what we did on some of them. So this one, you can see the project consultant taking a picture, or maybe that's someone from the conceptual design, but we're going to photograph everything. So as you can see, this is not a professional photograph, and our after photographs are. So we're not trying to make them look bad, but unfortunately sometimes they look worse than they actually are. But this is what we did to that. So at the end of the bathroom, there was a lower window and a big bathtub. And so we elongated this, gave them two different areas and a center area for a makeup counter. So you can see this where the bathtub is. We took that wall out, made a pony wall, enlarged the shower, and you have shower heads on both ends, a high window, and you can see all that beautiful greenery you see outside and all the light that comes in. It really makes a refreshing atmosphere to get ready in the morning or when you're ready to go to bed. This is a narrow kitchen, and behind the kitchen is a dining table, which created more of a formal area. And these people didn't want that. They wanted something more open, brighter. You can see how dark the cabinets are. And so this is what they came up with, or what we came up with for them. And then they approved it. We moved forward, planned it out, and you can see all the details in here. How when you look at it, the tile behind the hood, the shape of the hood, the light fixtures. I mean, it's just elegant, classy, and it's timeless. There's nothing of a specific trend in this kitchen that is going to date it from the time that we built it. It's going to be timeless. Here's another one. These people wanted to, it's kind of a, standard kitchen from maybe the 90s, something like that. But they wanted to open up their kitchen and have an eat-in kitchen and have it open up more to the pool, which is outside that window. And you can see here we made a much larger window. We extended the island and put in an eat-in kitchen area. There's kind of a bar area, which is very useful when you're out in the pool and you want to come in and get a quick cocktail or a glass of chilled wine and make yourself a spritzer. It's just right in the door there. refrigerator on the back wall, so you're not bothering the chef when they're in there cooking. So you can see that. This is another thing where there's a large space here. The client wanted something different. They didn't want it to look like a track home. And how we were able to do this was make some suggestions. And in making the suggestions, they really couldn't see what we were talking about. So the only way that we could help them see what we were talking about is doing a 3D modeling for it. So after doing the 3D modeling, we got them to buy in on it. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. So you can see here, the ceiling's going to change. There's going to be a lot of changes here. In this area right here is going to be framed out. And the end result was this: a dark ceiling, dark railings. You can see how classy that is. It just gives it a really beautiful custom look that it didn't have before. This is a typical, looks like a thermofoil or dark wood kitchen in a condo. You can see how things are kind of crammed in there, and they don't really make a lot of sense. And this client wanted to feel fresh and open and make it feel larger. And a lot of times that's hard to do in a condo because you have to keep things where they are because of the plumbing and the people above and below you. Everything's going through the walls. So here we just moved it out. You see this peninsula right here. Doesn't really have any of the kitchen parts in it. And then if you look closely, there's mirror along here, which opens it up quite a bit. And it doesn't look, disco or Vegas or anything like that. It's done very classy. And then it has these glass front cabinets, which makes it feel like there's a window there. And then these shelves in front of a mirror, which also reflects. And it just gives it a really great feel, a modern feel. It's bright, airy, and has that contrast to the floor. I just think it was a very successful design. We also do outdoor living. This is a project that was a fairly extensive project. There's a big jacuzzi over here. There's a fire pit. There's an outdoor kitchen. We put all this together, and it really looks like it was meant to be that way, that it was built this way. There's a TV out there, outdoor living room, dining room. It's just a really beautiful space, and you'd never know that it was added to this house. You would think it was there forever. This is a remarkable transformation. You can see the outside of the house. The garage is going to remain. We're going to add about 250 square feet. The left side of the house is going to move forward, and it's going to be more of a craftsman style. Would you thought? Who would have thunk? But anyway, isn't that beautiful? 250 square feet, completely different look, has a different approach. Driving up to your house, think of how different you would feel driving up to this house versus this house. And another one. So you can see this small house here. There's a driveway over here. We expanded that. I'm going to go through these a little bit faster, less explanation. But you can see how we added a big addition to the side, added a lot of rooms. And by having all these different heights and differences in plane, it doesn't make it look like a big block on the street. Like you can see the one next to it was also another large house. So now it pretty much fits the neighborhood. Here's another one. You'll notice that window stays, the door stays, and then the house increases. There's the window and the door. Isn't that beautiful? This is one of our houses. So now, just so you know, by spending this time with me and going through the glitch that we had and everything that's gone on this morning, wow, it's been such a crazy morning. But anyway, we're offering you $1,000 off your design agreement costs. So those costs that are anywhere from $2,000 and $9,000 is now going to be $1,000 to $8,000. So thank you all for joining us. I open to questions and answers. I don't see any coming up, but I just want to thank you, and please contact lars.concierge@larsremodeling.com or call 858-408-6391 and set up your free design consultation We would love to come out to your house, see what it is that you have, see what we can do with it, and see if it's going to be a right fit for you and the right fit for us. If you want to have a phone consultation, we can do that as well. And we can also do a virtual consultation if that's good for you as well. Okay, so I hope you have a great weekend, and au revoir. Thank you for joining us. Just so you know, our showroom is now open. It's open Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Please come in and say hello. Take a look around. As I said, you can also go on our website and look at our virtual tour, and we look forward to meeting you. Thanks a lot.